इस लेक्चर में हम देखेंगे फ्लैट टॉप सैम्पलिंग। फ्लैट टॉप सैम्पलिंग में और पुराने वाली सैम्पलिंग में जो डिफरेंस है वो ये है, पहली वाली सैम्पलिंग में जो टाइम विथ थी, जो पल्स विथ थी वो 0 थी। सेकंड वाले में हमने देखा कि हमने पल्स विथ जो ली है वो टी ली थी। ओके, पल्स विथ जो ली थी हमने वो टी ली थी। इस वाले सैम्पलिंग में जो मेन डिफरेंस है, दिस इज ए प्रैक्टिकल सैम्पलिंग। और प्रैक्टिकल क्यों बना? क्योंकि हमने इसके अंदर एक कैपेसिटर ऐड किया है। पहले वाली और इसके अंदर हमने क्या किया है, कैपेसिटर ऐड किया है। दिस इज ए मेन कंपोनेंट ऑफ दिस सैम्पलिंग। ये कैपेसिटर क्या करेगा? ये कैपेसिटर जब हम स्विच को ऑन कर रहे हैं, ओके, जब इस स्विच को ऑन कर रहे हैं तो ये सिग्नल xt जो यहाँ पे हमने दिया है, इस कैपेसिटर इस वैल्यू को चार्ज करेगा। ठीक है, देन ये जब चार्ज करेगा, वेयर कैपेसिटर इज चार्ज व्हेन MOSFET इज ऑफ, जब MOSFET ओपन सर्किट होगा तो ये कैपेसिटर जो कनेक्ट है इनपुट से, और जो वैल्यू इसने यहाँ पे ली है तो ये यहाँ पे स्टोर करेगा, यानी कि यहाँ पे होल्ड कर रहा है। ओके, सो दिस सर्किट इज नथिंग बट सैंपल एंड होल्ड सर्किट। ओके, सो वी आर sampling and holding. How we can see? This is a input signal. This is a input signal, and this is a signal after sampling. Okay, and we can see input signal is this. Then in previous we have seen this. Okay, but here we are holding this value, so spectra will be okay, and this is nothing but holding. Okay, and this is sample hold. Okay, sample hold. Okay, so this is sampling and this is holding. So this is sample and holding. Sample when MOSFET is on, holding when MOSFET is off. Sample when MOSFET is on, holding when MOSFET is off. Sample when MOSFET is on, holding when MOSFET is off. So when MOSFET is on, sampling. When MOSFET is off, then holding. So capacitor is the main component of this sampling. So we can see xt is given. So here what is the sample signal? Sample signal is x delta t is equal to xt into st. Okay, after that we have added capacitor, so this signal will be passed through capacitor. Okay, then we get this, we get xt delta t convolution capacitor holding, and which is denoted by ht. Okay, and we can see here xt x sample value. Okay, x st is equal to x delta t into convolution ht. Okay, so x st is nothing but this. Okay, and we can see this. Okay, and this is st. St is the how much time capacitor is holding. So we can set here t second. Okay, a maximum amplitude of this pulse is t1. This is rectangular pulse. Okay, this is rectangular pulse by which capacitor holding the input, holding the previous sample value. Okay, and Fourier transform of this rectangular signal will be this. Okay, and we can write x delta t is this. Okay, x delta t, and xst convolution of ht into convolution of between x delta t and ht. We can see in previous equation this Okay, so after that we get this, okay, using property of impulse, and this is the final spectra of flat top sampling. Okay, flat top sampling. So this rectangular pulse is very important. This is a zero order hold sequence. Okay, in next lecture we will see zero order hold reconstruction process. So this is a zero order hold reconstruction process, recursion signal. What is aperture effect? We can see spectra of XS ohm will be means higher signal amplitude, higher signals labels are attenuated here. Okay, attenuated. These are higher signal amplitudes. Okay, so how we can get back means we can avoid this situation. So we can select here, this process is a aperture effect. So how we can remove this process, how we can avoid? So for that purpose we can select equalizer. Okay, and this is the Fourier transform of rectangular pulse which I have selected. Okay, so equalizer is nothing but equalize the amplitude of the output. How? Because here is since function in numerator. Equalizer is nothing but 1 upon h ohm, means equalizer is reciprocal of this Fourier transform. Okay, so we can get the original amplitude. Okay, so this is the reconstruction using interpolation. Interpolation is nothing but the process by which in which sampled version, that is we can see rectangular signal in flat top sampling. If we reconstruct the continuous signal xt from its sampled version, is known as interpolation. Okay, and sample version is nothing but the capacitor duration, zero order hold. We will see in the next lecture. Okay, so how we can reconstruct, we will see. This is the ST means periodic impulse train, and this is the sampled output x delta t, and this is the Fourier transform of sampled signal. Okay, and we get this. Okay, h ohm. This is a ideal low pass filter. If we select ideal low pass filter, then we will select half of the sampling frequency. Half of the sampling frequency is fs by 2. Okay, minus fs by 2. Okay, in hertz. In radian per second, it will be minus pi by ts and pi by ts. This is the main this is the best choice to select the cutoff frequency of low pass filter. Okay, and we will analyze this spectra in further in preceding section. Okay, and here h ohm is nothing but rectangular pulse which has and we will write as rectangular ohm upon 2 pi by ts. Okay, and we have seen in unit number 1, 2 pi by ts means width of this, and width of this is negative to positive. So half of this width is 2 pi by ts upon 2. Pi by ts means positive value, minus pi by ts is negative value. So we can draw the rectangular signal for understanding purpose. Okay, and we will see x ohm. Okay, the x ohm, and after that x ohm we can calculate the xt by using inverse Fourier transform, and we get this. Okay, and this is the reconstruction signal. Okay, original xt signal. Okay, and if we put Fourier sampling Nyquist rate, fs is equal to twice of fm, okay, or 1 by ts is equal to twice of fm or fh or fh. Okay, you can get using time domain. We can see h ohm, we can see h ohm ts rectangular pi ohm upon 2 pi by ts. Okay, inverse of this is Sin's function. We can write or we can calculate Sin's function. Okay, and using this formula, because xt is the convolution between impulse signal, sample signal, and ht. ht is nothing but the rectangular signal by which capacitor is retaining holding the value. Okay, and this is the original signal xt. Okay, and we can get this, and if we see this and time frequency domain analysis, both are same. So if we can you can calculate using time domain as well as frequency domain, and result will be same. Okay, thank you.